Good evening. Welcome to the CNN News around the world. We're going to talk about the latest news to inform you what is going on in the actually. First of all, we're going to start with the international news in Istanbul, Turkey. Leaders from the 57-member Organization of Islamic Cooperation recognize East Jerusalem as the occupied capital of the Palestinian state and call on the international community to do the same, according to the final communique from the group's emergency summit on Wednesday. The group of Muslim leaders had called an extraordinary meeting in Istanbul to discuss U.S. President Donald Trump's controversial recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital last week. Trump also announced that the U.S. Embassy would be relocated from Tel Aviv to the Holy City. On Wednesday, the OIC rejected Trump's move as null and void and said the President Dangerous declaration marked the U.S. withdrawal from the Israel-Palestinian peace process. Now we're going to continue with the sports news. In the sports news, we're going to talk about Serena Williams. The 36-year-old player. She says Serena Williams had entered to Australia Open in January. The 36-year-old won this year's event in Melbourne while in the early weeks of pregnancy and gave birth to a daughter in September. Tiley told the Herald Sun the 23rd-time Grand Slam winner is very likely to return to tennis Melbourne. She's got her visa, she's entered, she's practicing, she said. There is no question she will be ready in our view. Williams, who won the Australia Open 7 times, has posted on social media that she has returned to training. So we wishes the best play. Now we continue with the entertainment news. As you know, Prince Harry trailed after announcing he's married to Meghan Markle. The prince says that he was thrilled to be married in the U.S. actor after an 18-month romance, and the couple present themselves to the world with a protocol and 20 minutes television interview at Kingston Palace. On Tuesday, Palace aides are expected to announce the venue for the wedding and details of the first royal engagement the Markle will undertake with the prince as she is quickly assimilated into the royal household. In the TV interview conducted by Michelle Hussein, they reveal how the prince proposed to his future bride at his current home in England, how they will be married. What they say, the wedding in a romantic dinner when they prepare to get married. The best wishes for the future couple. And then now we're going to continue and we're going to close the news with the news. As you know, we are in December and it's about traditions, about dinner, about place. So now we're going to recommend you for dinner for this December a Napolitana and bruschetta. For the Napolitana and bruschetta, you will need a tablespoon of olive oil, basils, chips, lemon juice, 1 clove of chopped garlic, 2 cups of red onions, 1 cup of chopped tomatoes, a pound of mozzarella cheese, salt and pepper to season, French bread to cut in slices. To prepare this Napolitana and bruschetta, you have to mix the olive oil, the cheese, basil, lemon juice, and garlic. Then add the tomatoes and onions, season the mixture with salt and pepper and set aside. Cut the bread in slices, then brush the slice with olive oil. Then into the oven for around 2 or 3 minutes until they get toasted. That's the appetizer. For the main dish, we're gonna recommend white bean feta and mint salad. For this dish, you will need beans, cooked beans, 50 grams of feta cheese, 10 mint leaves, finely chopped, 4 spring onions sliced, 1 lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 garlic cloves crushed, 1 pinch of salt, 1 pinch of black pepper. For this preparation, you will need first, you have to place the cooked beans in a large bowl with a half of crumbled feta, half the minced leaves, and half the spring onions. Second, you have to add the lemon juice, olive oil, crushed garlic, a seasoning, and mix everything together until fully convenient. And finally, transfer to a serving dish and sprinkle over the remaining spring onions to serve. As you know, we need a dessert too to complete our dishes. For this dessert, we're gonna make custard tart dessert. For this, you will need 2,025 grams of flour, 1 lemon zest, 150 grams of butter, 9 egg yolks, 55 grams of custard sugar, 500 milligrams of whipped cream, and 2 nutmeg. For this, you will need first preheat the oven to 150 Fahrenheit. For the pastry, rub together the flour, salt, lemon seeds, and butter until the mixture resembles breadcrumbs. Then, add the sugar to the mixture. After that, beat together the egg yolk and whole eggs, and slowly add this to the mixture. Then, mix until the pastry forms a ball. Grab flickily in clean film and refrigerate for 2 hours. Line your tart in a pan with greaseproof paper and place on a baking sheet. Roll out the pastry on a light flour surface to a 2 milligrams of thickness. Carefully arrange the raw pastry into the tray and use any excess pastry to put into the corners to ensure the pastry. It flush with the tray. Strip the inside at the